Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/Entitled Parents. In today's episode, entitled Mother Demands I Don't Publish My Book. Please help, Mom spies on me wherever I go. My daughter best friend. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Entitled Mother Demands I Don't Publish My Book. So I'm weak molested, an essay by my stepfather. I am writing my book on it to heal and spread awareness. My mother got wind of it because a family member told her I was going to release it. She demanded, "You are not to publish that book, you're going to make our family look bad. Publish it," with a small dedication to her. It could read, "For my mother, who cares more about the family image than her own child greeting the closure she needs. In all seriousness, publish your book. Your mental healing is more important than anything she could say." The audacity of her. She chose the molester. She needs to own the fact she failed her child. To Mom, who knew what sort of man she married and chose her pleasure over her child's lifelong pain. Publish it. If it helps one other person, then it's worth it. I'm so sorry the adults in your life choose appearances over your mental and physical health and safety. Good luck. May you go forth and have a happy life. Please title the book Because She Told Me Not To. Definitely publish it. As for your mother, she has chosen that her image is more important than you. I do agree that this could be used in a dedication of the book. For my mother, who tried to abuse me one more time by attempting to silence me. Never again, Mom. I will never be silent again. Publish it to get the closure and healing you need. Dedicated to my mother, to whom appearance matters far more than the actual protection of her child. You didn't break me, but you did fail me. Please help, Mom spies on me wherever I go. I 20F am so fucking frustrated. All the way through middle school and college she has always been helicoptering. She always calls my teachers and asks them how my grades are, if I hang out with boys, if I have a boyfriend, if I smoke, how are my friends. She even tells them how I am at home. How I never give her my Facebook password, how I put a lock in my phone, how I never share anything about my life with her. Honestly, the reason is so fucking obvious why I am the way I am. I remember this one day my father beat the living shit out of me because I skipped tuition classes and stayed home, and the first thing that came out of her mouth was, "She never gives me her password." What kind of daughter doesn't share her password with her mother? She kept pestering me to give my password while I laid down on the floor crying in pain. I'm sick of her calling and visiting my teachers behind my back. The teachers would then embarrass me in front of the entire class. Every single teacher I had knew my mother because she'd visit every single one of them. One of them was so fed up, they gave me their cell phone and asked me to block her number. He told me, "Your mother calls me first thing in the morning right when I open my eyes and calls me late at night when I close my eyes to sleep." He also said, "Your mother goes through your room and your stuffs every day after you leave for college." And turns out he was right. She even goes through my dustbin. The teacher refused to give me classes in the next semester, and I was so anxious before my finals. Yesterday she even called the place where I take my guitar classes, looking up the number online. When I found out, she blatantly lied and said she didn't. When I exploded, she said she only did it so that she wanted to buy me a guitar before my audition. She just wanted to know how much time was left for the audition. I received an email today saying I had passed the first round of audition. I don't even feel any joy because I know it's not because of my musical abilities but because of her. I insulted her. Then she started playing the victim card. I want out of this, I want to kill myself. Edit, a lot of you have advised me on moving out because I am 20 already. Thing is, I cannot. In my culture, girls can only move out after getting married or if get accepted in colleges abroad. Nobody lives on their own unless they came to the city from village. If you do move out, the society will think of you as an delinquent or good for nothing / doesn't care for family. I am considering getting married too. Edit 2. I got so angry, I changed her FB password and deactivated her account. I made it years ago, so I knew the password. I know her Facebook is the most precious thing for her. She apologized to me and told me to give her account back. I am not doing that. Years and years of trying to make her understand with my words didn't work, so I had to go the low way. I totally understand this. My dad does this shit and it gets so aggravating that we start screaming and yelling at each other. Has he stopped yet? If so, how did you manage to make him stop? This is so invasive I'd consider it stalking, not helicoptering. It sounds like it is so extreme that it's not a deep conversation and things will improve thing. It sounds like a move out, put on an info diet and low contact, like birthday Christmas phone calls, and start documenting her stalking when it inevitably continues and you need a restraining order type thing. She is interfering in your adult life. The only way that's going to stop is if you take the adult decision to leave. Thank you very much. Your mother is mentally ill and your father is a monster. You need to get out of there. Is there anyone, friends or extended family, who has room for you to move in? Talk to a counselor at your college and ask for help. The only way I can move out is to get into a college abroad. They can easily spy on me if I move in with family or friends. But even so, I don't know, cause my mom told me I'll go wherever you go when I said I wanted to go abroad to study music. Thank you for replying. Killing yourself is never an answer. You have to outlife your enemies. Studying in Europe is fairly cheap because we have nearly no tuition costs. How about a fancy study abroad far away from these creatures? Like saying you study in Belfast instead of London like you told them. Thank you. I am seriously considering learning French or German. Studying in Europe is not cheap at all if you're not from Europe. I can't type much as I'm in between work, but it's someone who used to work in this kind of thing. It's not because of her you got the audition, it's in spite. Usually parents like that makes us want to refuse a kid vacate. It's always going to be a headache, but it seems you're good enough for them to overlook her. But she needs to stop or she might actually sabotage your next one. My daughter best friend. My daughter BF lost her mother 2 weeks ago. She go to live with her father. Friday she come to my house to talk with my daughter. When I was in the laundry, I hear her and my daughter crying. So I enter to comfort her and the BF. I'm the cool mommy to my daughter's friends, so I ask if I can help her, so she start to tell me. She have today her period, and ask his father if he can give her $5 to buy pads. And he told her no, because he don't have money. Some BS, because that bastard have good salary, new car, and buy a house, for B2B, have 2 son who always wear brand clothes, and yesterday pay me $1,300 to make the party decorations of the birthday of their 3Y son. The reality, he don't want her daughter there. I calm her down, and take a bag, and put some packs of pads, soap, and everything she need for her hygiene, and give to her. I tell her if she need more only need to come here. I like couponing, so I have one room with everything she need. She hug me and say thank you. Today she was here in my house eating. That bastard don't let her took his brother's food, and she tell me his father why yell at her and throw the bag I give to her because she don't need pity, and make look like he is a bad parent. So I tell her better the pads stay here and she come every day and get some. Really, I don't know what to do to help her. Start documenting everything and contact the authorities. Denying a child food and hygiene are basics. If he doesn't want to look like a bad parent, then he better stop being a bad parent. You are helping her by being there for her. Depending on how old she is, and what country you are in, coupled with the fact that it seems her father doesn't want her, you could look into becoming her guardian or foster mother. Or just asking him outright if she could live there. Maybe tell him you really need her help with things at your house, or your daughter needs help with things. Good luck to you and her. I'm glad I had a you when I was growing up. You are doing good. Keep doing exactly what you're doing, being a safe person for her and providing her with a safe place to go whenever she needs it. You are showing her that there is an adult in her life who she can count on and trust. Giving her a job so she has money to buy what she needs is also a great idea, since her dad won't let her be given anything. But also make sure she has a way to keep her money safe and out of her dad's reach. The same goes for anything she buys. She may need to be able to keep some things at your house to keep them safe from being thrown out. As someone who all I needed growing up was an adult to show me they care. You are helping her. You're showing her that even though her father is shit, there are people out there who love and support her. I know. My parents died when I have 13. And all I want is someone to care about my needs. The father is not an entitled parent, he is an abusive parent who neglects his own kid. Call the authorities immediately, they better step in. Maybe see if her dad will let her have sleepovers often, that way you can make sure she's safe and cared for, but you don't have to report to anyone. Also, she only has a couple years until she's 18, it's going to be a long couple years, but hopefully she can get out, even move in with you temporarily if you can, once she's 18. If he does not want her and refuses to provide the basic necessities, then you should contact a lawyer to see the best way to either get legal guardianship or adoption. Unfortunately for him, he will have to make child support payments. He will have to pay child support too while she is in your custody. I see your comment about her not wanting CPS called. Is it possible for you to shelter her by letting her spend the night at your house? You don't have to adopt her or foster her, just create a safe space for her. Though honestly, getting her out of the abusive home permanently is better. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.